Hi, I'm Leanne. I'm a Lightworker and a mother to 3 special girls. I strive to continue learning, growing, and to collect new skills. I'm a psychic medium, Reiki master teacher, and Akashic record reader and energy healer. I am so excited to share what I've learned and what I'm going to learn and the ups and downs of life. Thank you for joining me on my journey. Welcome to Life of a Lightworker podcast. Hello everybody, welcome and thank you for listening. I would like to start off by just talking a little bit about me. I have been doing a lot of inner child work lately, and yesterday at Ecstatic Dance, I had the realization that each inner child that needs work, I don't need to feel the emotion and work through the blocks specifically for each one. What I need to do is take the block that is holding each inner child there. The reason behind it, I need to move through those blocks in my present life. I don't need to necessarily address the issues from the past as much as don't let the reasons from the past hold me back now and in the future. So one of my biggest blocks is sadness. I find it very hard to cry. I get like maybe a couple tears and then it just stops. It's something I've been trying to work on for quite a while. And through really focusing on this inner child work, I've been understanding the reasons behind it and how they're connected, how pretty much all the inner childs, they're all along the same theme. They're just different aspects and pieces that, when all put together, makes it hard for me now to cry. If it was just one, maybe I'd be able to, but because they've all come together, it created that strong block. So I've been working through them, uncovering past memories that make the fuller picture of why those blocks are there and to shed light and understanding on them. And yesterday at dance, when someone else had started to cry, I felt their sadness. I felt them crying, which made me start to cry. And from there, it was like a door. It was a gateway. It was like the key just giving me permission and just opening the path so that I could actually cry about my stuff. And I went into it thinking that I would be sad and crying over the things from my childhood that caused the blocks, but it wasn't. What I was crying about happened 11 years and 6 months ago. So it's kind of a cumulative effect. So I didn't really realize that I hadn't cried over my daughter's diagnoses and my inability to make it better. I can't take it away. I can't fix it. I can't fix them. So my vulnerability and my feeling powerless and grieving that she has these things to deal with that I can't help her with. So I cried for the first time in I don't know how long, at least years, and it was wonderful. It was a great release, and I could tell when I was dancing that I held a lot of tension in my hips, so I kept working with my hips, and as I was moving the energy out of my hips, I was able to feel the emotions more. And looking at it after the fact, from the outside, it makes a lot of sense. It was in my hips, and that's having a lot to do with having children. So there's a strong connection there. So it makes sense that a lot of that emotion was stuck there. And I'm really glad that I was able to move some of it out. I know there's still more work to do, but I'm on the right path. I've knocked the door down, and I'm ready to keep going. So it's really exciting to have this door open in my life. I feel more free, and it has really lit a spark in me, being able to let that go. I feel like we repress the sadness so we don't feel it, but then when we repress sadness, we also repress the other emotions so we don't feel as much joy either. So when we allow ourselves to feel all the quote-unquote bad emotions, we allow ourselves to feel the good emotions. Because there's duality, you have the ups and the lows, they're all good. They help us have a fuller, richer life and experience. When we dull one, we dull them all. So that was a really wonderful insight that I received last night that I really wanted to share with you guys. Hopefully it helps somebody. And I pulled a card for today. It is from the Rebecca Campbell Work Your Light Oracle deck. It's Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? And as always, they feel very fitting. And from the book it says, you are more held than you could possibly imagine, loved and cherished so deeply that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all of your worries, regrets, shame, guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind, and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You have got this, and the mother has got you. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders. Forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of the earth. And the Work Your Light inquiry is, how can you mother yourself? So this week, I launched my new session. It's called a one-on-one intuition development session. And in this session, I access your Akashic records, talk to your higher self, your spirit team, and we, as a team, work through some of the blocks that might be limiting your intuition. We go into lives where maybe that was hindering your intuition now, or we can go into lives that your intuition was very strong and bring that into your current life. We go and find tips and different suggestions on how to strengthen your intuition, and we learn which of your clairs is the strongest for you at this moment, which ones you should focus on developing, which ones you should lean into, and we just follow the lead from Source, the universe, the Akashic records, and yourself. We listen to your higher self. We let that guide us through the session. So each one's going to be completely different. And along with this session, I also have a new intuition course called Introduction to Intuition, Unlocking Your Inner Wisdom. This is a 4-week on-demand course. So every week you'll get an email with the lessons. And the lessons include videos I've made, PDF documents I've made, and also the images of those documents, depending on how you want to view them. And I also have MP3s. So it's a well-rounded course. You can gather the information from many different ways, depending on how you like to learn. The first week, I talk about the clairs and different techniques to develop the clairs. On the second week, I talk about energetic protection and different grounding techniques. On the third week, I do cord cutting techniques and boundaries. And then on the fourth week, I talk about how to use a pendulum and how to pull tarot and oracle cards. So I feel it is a great first step. It's a great base on which to develop your intuition. So if you're just starting out, or if you have a few things developed, but want something else to step onto to help develop further, I feel like this is a great stepping stone. And if you have any questions about either of these new sessions or my old sessions, which I'm still doing, the soul reading and healing sessions, please give me an email, message me on the website, or message me on social media. I'd be more than happy to talk to you and answer any of your questions. I hope you guys have a great week, and I look forward to talking to you next week. Goodbye.